It's gonna happen. Let me show you something because a lot of our people never seen these scriptures. You know what I'm saying? Because they go to church, they read you a scripture, and then they close the book and dance for 10 hours. But we just here to tell our people that they not anything. And even our own black girls, they switch their hair to a white weave. You'll never see white girls putting on Afro wigs. But that shows you that even our own people hate themselves. They hate their own skin, but they was taught. Like Michael Mack said, he said, "Who taught you to hate yourself? Why you hate how you was born? Your beautiful black skin, and the black skin is the strongest skin out of any other skin. And the black hair is the strongest hair out of every other hair. Even Christ had nappy hair. The Bible tells you. He ain't try to put on a white wig. But let me show you this because, you know what I'm saying? I want you to understand something. The word Egypt, I can prove that word because the real land of Egypt, the word they call Egypt today, is not really called Egypt according to the Bible. And you know what I'm saying? It's called the land of Mizraim. It's called, but Egypt is a Greek word which means house of bondage or house of slavery. I can prove that in the Bible too. But let me show you this. So when the Most High say Egypt, He's not talking about physical Egypt. Now, for example, because I don't know if you know about the Israelites or the Bible, but they were enslaved in Egypt. So when the Most High says Egypt, He's talking about the condition, the slavery of Egypt. So He says, "And the Lord shall bring thee back into Egypt again with ships." Now you said that the so-called Black American got to America with ships or cargo slave ships. Now I don't know other people that went into slavery or the house of bondage. I might have proved to you that's the house of bondage. But look, "And the Lord shall bring thee back into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again." He's talking about our homeland. And there, meaning in there, when we land into the, okay. So when you land and there, ye shall be sold unto your enemy. So for bondman and bondwomen, meaning slave man and slave woman, you know, who that happened to? Right, you know what I'm saying? The so-called Black American. They was brought into a slave, to the house of bondage or the house of slavery with ships. When they got there, they should be sold unto your enemies for bondman and bondwomen. And no man shall buy you. That buy right there in the Hebrew is like to redeem you. You know what I'm saying? So nobody will be able to purchase you back. Exactly. Not Malcolm X, not Martin Luther King. They wasn't able to. What happened to them? The Most High will let you know what happened to them if they tried. You know what I'm saying? And the Most High, even Martin Luther King is in the Bible, and they would never tell you that in churches. I can show you all of that in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not going to tell you this in churches because the pastors wasn't taught this, and the pastors don't really read the scriptures because they just want the money. They use our ignorance to make money. Oh, all you gotta do is just bring money, and Jesus will give you some type of car somewhere. That's what they tell you, but that's madness. You know what I'm saying? But you have any questions though? I'm alright. Okay. Because everything that happened to us is in this Bible. You know what I'm saying? Because the so-called Black American, he's not African. They try to give you the title African American, but that's not true. You're not African. You don't even look African. First, that's number one. You know what I'm saying? You look at all these black people in America, they don't even look African. You know what I'm saying? And I bet you probably thought I was Black American too. But I'm a so-called what they try to label me as a Dominican. But I know where my people really come from. I know that was my slave name they gave me after they conquered my people, destroyed. Then they gave them the language Spanish. But let me keep going though because you know what I'm saying? Everything that happened to us. Like, have you ever heard about white people getting enslaved and forgot who they was? And you heard about that? Oh, who that? Like you talking about Ukraine? Yeah, yeah. But it wasn't like us though. White people enslaving white people. They probably let them loose too one day.
They were, they were called indigenous servants. They got paid for what they did.
Yeah.
We didn't get paid.
Right,
We
right,
just
right.
slaved.
That's a different type of
It's a
slavery.
different type of
That was the federal enslavement because back in the Bible it'll tell you that the you will become a slave to your own neighbor, so you can go ahead and pay off the debt that you had to pay, or you can go ahead and build up his stuff while you build yourself up too, and then he'll let you go free after 7 years after you got your money together. But that's not what they did to us. That wasn't a fair or that wasn't working together or something. That was just straight slavement, no paying. Let's kill them. If they rebel, let's destroy them. Let's kill their children. So they even killed our children. Then they didn't care about us. But let me show you more because matter of fact, let me show you in that same chapter because that same chapter is very powerful. You know what I'm saying concerning the blacks in America.
You want me to read something?
Go ahead, brother. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people will want to know, like, why did we go into slavery? You know what I'm saying? Why did it have to be us? Or why my people in the Dominican Republic had to get destroyed and then lose who they truly was? Because at the end of the day, they're going to try to tell you that Columbus found America and that he's this great guy. But when you think about it, he really came over here because there was people living here already, the so-called Indians, the North American Indians. They was living here first. So what he really did was come over here,
Took
kill,
over.
took over. But what he had to do, he had to kill, rape, you know what I'm saying, and destroy and push people out of the land. That's really what he did. So he was really a bad guy. No matter how good they try to make him sound, yeah, victory we conquered Dominican Republic and all this good stuff, but that's not true. We Deuteronomy 28:15.
15.
Matter of fact, read Deuteronomy 28 and 1 first, please.
All right.
Thank you. Because a lot, because we want to know why we went into slavery too. Because why did we have to be at the bottom? Or why did we have to get dragged and killed and nobody has to care about us? Why do we got to live in a land where we don't even get respected? You know what I'm saying? Where they give their own people the greatest benefits and all that good stuff, but when it comes to our people, they, will just hold on right there. You know what I'm saying? Read 28 and 1.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of thy Lord, the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
So the Most High is talking to the Israelites. You know what I'm saying? This is Moses speaking to the Israelites because he wasn't speaking to everybody. They was in the wilderness with a nation of people, just one type of people. You know what I'm saying? So he was telling them the word of the Lord. He was telling them, and it shall come to pass that if you listen to the Most High's words, that I'm gonna put you on high above all people. You're gonna be the greatest of all people. He said of all people, meaning there's many different people in the world, and the Most High created everybody, but he chose a certain people to be the leaders of this world because they the ones that got the spirit of the Most High. They the ones that is able to rule the world. Look at the people that's ruling today. They killing people. They sending bombs no matter who got babies in their stomach. They don't care about none of that. You know what I'm saying? But our people are the people that would say, man, if I rule the world, man, I will feed everybody. That's the type of people we are. If you knew if you rule the world, you will help everybody in your nation. Your so-called black man. You would get them off the street, stop selling. Listen, I can help you out. You would do that. That's the type of spirit you have. But why did these people got the power and they own the world and they don't do that? They take our food, they give us fake food, they do all that stuff. They make sure their people is good, but they make sure our people are down. They call us minorities and all that stuff, but I'm gonna get to that later. Now the Most High saying, in this verse right here that if you listen to me, all these blessings will come, everything will be great. Now read number 15, verse 15.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Most High thy power, and to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Okay. So the Most High said, but throughout 28 and 1 through 15 or 14, he'll tell you, this is all the beautiful things that's gonna happen to you if you listen to me. You're gonna be blessed when you come in, when you come out. Everything you do is gonna be blessed. You plant food and you're gonna eat it. You're gonna be blessed. But the Most High in 15, but he said he also had to let him know. But if you don't listen to my voice and don't do what I tell you to do, then all these curses will come upon you. Now, go ahead and read from 16 now. Just read 16 right fast.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
Now listen. Now, the so-called black people, when you see them in the cities, when you see them in DC, when you see them in Detroit, wherever, are they cursed? Do they seem cursed? Well, compared to everybody else, do they seem cursed?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, most definitely.
Right.
They live where the rats live.
Yeah,
You see what I'm
down
saying?
and out.
Yep. And they live where the drugs is being sold. They live where the guns is being gripped. You know what I'm saying? So to me they curse because if you go to another white person or a Chinese person's
Neighborhood, you don't
listen,
see blacks.
it's
Right.
quiet. You don't even see blacks.
That's right.
They keep those away from us. That's
You see the high class
That's
blacks.
right.
they father's white. They whole time their mom is black. That's they only, you know what I'm saying? But now keep on reading 16. He said, curse, you shall be in the city. So when you walk everywhere, listen, you don't even want to go to Southeast DC. You don't even want to come to Addison Road if you're a white person or if you're a Chinese person. You don't want to stand around here, you know what I'm saying? Because it seems cursed. It seems what our people don't know. To them it seems like, huh?
Where we pray at. That's right.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So we look
Yeah.
cursed because you don't see white people killing each other.
Yeah.
They take care of their own people. They see their own people. Hey, how you doing? But black people, they hate each other. Even Spanish people, they the ones that join gangs and kill each other in their own neighborhood. But keep on reading 16.
And cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Now, when black people were in slavery and they was in the field picking cottons and all type of stuff, even the Hispanic, when they got conquered, they first had to, you know what I'm saying, sit them down and have them do things they shouldn't have to do. But I'm talking to you, brother, right now, you know what I'm saying, because I know you two went through this, you know what I'm saying, or your peoples, you know what I'm saying. Now, were they cursed in the fields picking cottons and all that stuff? They was cursed because they couldn't even eat the food that they grew for massa. You know what I'm saying? They grew it for massa and massa go ahead and get fat. Why you over there eat the pig stuff? Why you eat chitlins? That's what we eat chitlins today because they program us to eat that abomination. They don't even eat chitlins. They give it to us, but we grew the food. The vineyards are good stuff. Read 17, please.
Cursed shalt thou be thy basket and thy store.
That means when you go inside of the store, meaning you're broke. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere you go, you're broke. Any store you go, you know what I'm saying? As soon as you get your paycheck, you know what I'm saying? It's gone already. You know what I'm saying? You don't never really get to enjoy nothing.
Enjoy it. You right.
Keep going, please.
Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body.
Meaning your kids are going to be cursed. You know what I'm saying? And I know it sound bad, but this is the life we live. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, even your kids got to grow up how you grew up. You know, that, you know, it's not fair. They got to go through it because of their skin color or whatever it is or who they are. You know what I'm saying? Or where they come from. You know what I'm saying? Everything about us seems cursed. Now, we are cursed, but that's only a punishment from our own Father, the Most High. He didn't choose everybody. You know what I'm saying? He's punishing us. You know how you know, if you got like a kid, you got your kid, and your kid is with another kid, not your kid, but he's with another kid. Now, if both of those kids get in trouble, who are you going to punish? Both or just your kid? Well, because you're a good person, you trying to make sure both of them don't go into that same route again. How you doing, sir? How you doing, sir? You know, you trying to make sure both of them don't go in that same route. But really, when you take your kid home, you're gonna put him in punishment. You're gonna sit him down and you're gonna teach him. You know, you're not gonna do that with the other kid. He's not even your kid. You know, you probably going to go home, kid. Don't do that again. You know, you do that, but you're really gonna punish your son. The same thing with the Most High. He created everybody, but he chose a people whom he called his children, whom he called his people that should be ruling the world. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead.
Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body,